Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, as promised, we're gonna take a closer look at the new supporter packs that got released 2 days ago with the announcement of the 3.10 Delirium leak. So we're gonna take a look at the Fateweaver supporter, as well as the Elite Fateweaver and the Darkseer and the Elder Darkseer supporter packs. So the typical small packages here are $30, and the Elite version or the Elder version is the $60, which also includes the upper side and some new stuff here. So without further ado, I think we're going to start with the Fateweaver set. So we're going to get a couple of points, what is kind of typical if you're spending some dollars here. We have the Fateweaver supporter forum title, then the weapon effect, the cloak, the portrait frame, and the digital soundtrack. So basically you can download the soundtrack in your profile, as far as I remember. There should be some digital downloads. So here you have some downloads here. I don't think this is all actually. I think all of these files here, let's just download this one. I think there should be all available sounds. Okay, my package takes 800 megabytes. Probably it's because I have purchased some more than one supporter pack in the past. Sorry. But yeah, basically what is important here for the in-game aspect, besides the portrait frame and stuff, is the Fateweaver weapon effect and the cloak. So let's take a look. I have here my dummy character, which is basically my berserk. We're just gonna equip some kind of level gear, I would say. So we're just gonna take some typical, the beta version of a tabula, then maybe we're gonna take a gold dream. So we just have some gear equipped, so we can actually see the supporter packs here. So the rest doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna equip some swords or something. I can remember that I have some. There we go. Haku's chopper sword, ladies and gentlemen. So this is our dummy character. We're gonna take a look at how these things look like. So we said microtransaction stash. We have the Fateweaver, there we go, the armor attachment, right, and the weapon effect. The good thing about that is if you buy a supporter pack, and usually you need to have two of the let's see here, double the celestial weapon effect, because you can equip it once on the main hand, once on the offhand, right? The good thing about supporter packs is once you buy the supporter pack and you get the supporter pack weapon effect, it applies to both of your weapon slots, right? So if I just would take here the celestial, it will only work for one here. I can then just weapon swap, so the other one is resetted basically, but you see that only one has the effect, so I need to buy a second one to equip the second weapon as well. But the good thing about the supporter packs, every time it is a supporter pack, both of your weapons will be affected, so you don't have to purchase this set twice. Just to mention a core part here. All right, let's just remove this one, remove that one, equip this one, and there we go. This is basically the looks here. It kind of reminds me some kind of an alien with these bonds hanging down on the side, but overall I would say that's actually looking pretty good, just because of the size of that thing. I mean, probably because I'm on a Marauder that have the biggest MTX, basically because it's the biggest character size, but I do really like the weapon effect here. So let's equip some leap slam, faster attack. We see how that looks like in the motion, basically. Maybe some auto attacks here and there. Where's my auto attack? Here it is. Yeah, a little bit slow on the muscle type here. Could have had a little bit more attack speed, but the overall system here is clear. There is some nice trails going beside it or next to it, so I really like that here on the cyclone effect. Let's take another one that is just not that visual, I would say. Probably the illusionist. I think that's works. Let's say it like that. But overall, I would say that doesn't look too bad. Definitely nice to have for these $30 here supporting the game. And you also don't forget, you're gonna get the shop points. And this is the thing here, $30 would be equivalent to 300 shop points, right? And if you buy the first supporter pack, you're getting 250. So basically, for the weapon effect and for the back attachment plus the other stuff here, you're basically paying actually $5 here, because you get the rest of the points that you can then spend for other MTXs. Good. On the Elite Fateweaver here, we have then in advance everything we get from the other type, and then we have the portrait frame, the better version here, more points, as I said, $60, which is basically $55 on point for the shop, so you're basically only paying $5 for this entire set. This is what I think is always good when you're buying supporter packs, that you're always gonna get way more out of it than if you would just spend $60. That would be 600 points. 600 points is, yeah, maybe a pair of wings. Sometimes even not even a pair of wings, but you get all of that plus the points. This is always like super nice to have. So basically, you buy this whole set for 50 points here. Good. We have the Elite Armor pack. So let's take a look how that one looks like. So let me quickly go back to the game here. This one. So we have Fate here. So we're gonna take the armor pack together with the back attachment, the boots, the gloves, the helm. Portrait frame doesn't really matter so far, so this is basically the whole set here, which kind of is a little bit buggy here on this side, but I'm not even sure if this is my hideout, because my hideout sometimes blurs out completely, this full white and stuff. But I kind of like this idea. It reminds me of some amber stuff here. But it looks pretty good. I would say we're just going to take it a step further and equip my most favorite weapon, MTX, which is the Seer sword. And you're going to see this is basically the biggest sword that you can get in the game. So I just think they look fantastic, especially then with this weapon effect. So I would say big thumbs up. This supporter pack looks actually pretty goddamn amazing here with this effects here. I would actually say let's take it even one step further. What could we take to round this setup up here from my existing MTX? So we're just gonna make a complete MTX setup here. Probably something in the yellow part. Maybe the Seraph character effect. We have some Harlequin Wasteland footprints could probably work well. Maybe even fire footprints here in this part. What else? Back attachment or helm attachment is not too fancy, to be honest. This one is from the Betrayal. Then we can actually attach some... Do the eyes change here? Just a tiny little bit. You see some blue glow here on this side, but usually if you don't have these helms or some other helms, you see the changing eyes here, right? So basically what that means is that the helm is fully closed, so we cannot really attach too many helm attachments here. So the Betrayal helm attachment do work pretty fine here. It's the same kind of layout, and then in the end we can take some, I don't know, like Sin of Innocence helm effect or something like that, and that's pretty much it. What about the Aquila Cuirass? That doesn't look too bad, to be honest. So yeah, I would say this one looks pretty goddamn amazing. I would say for some kind of... You know, I personally, I know a lot of people comment on my videos with like, hey, I really need your MTX list because your MTX looks so good with your characters, because I like to invest time and money for certain MTXs. So I would see that one in some... probably physical fire-based build, maybe some... basically, my MTX is always based on the skill that I'm playing, right? Or based on the other MTXs that are available for certain skills. So I would say here we probably have the Sawblade Cyclone, so give it a good nice mix with the weapon effect and so on. But yeah, never mind. We're gonna see on what kind of character next league we are going to apply this kind of MTX. So I would say we're just gonna remove now all the MTX. I wish there would be a button with like remove all MTX. But no, there is none, so we're just gonna manually unequip everything. Click this one, remove that, remove this, this, and this. So, good. Weapon swap, because this is kind of buggy here, so you can equip it and then unequip it. So we are back on our training dummy type of style character here, and we're gonna take a look at the next supporter pack. So, and here we have basically extended soundtrack, core games. Oh yeah, here are basically all the sound files that you get basically from expansions, from the supporter packs and so on. So they just put everything together, I would assume. Here we have another like key tower, like everything you can have here. What is this? Music composed by Kamil Orman Janowski, original soundtrack. So I guess there is just everything that I ever purchased here is everything together here. We have all expansions here: Prophecy, Sacrifice of the Wild, Metamorph League, Legion. I'm just thinking, where is the Delirium? Here it is, Delirium. So here we already have the Delirium soundtrack. So I would assume once you buy that, you're actually gonna get this kind of music as well on top of that, which is for me as a content creator pretty nice, because I can use this for my videos. Sorry. Quick sip of coffee. And yet I haven't gotten striked by GGG, which is super nice for me. Okay, so next on the list is the Darkseer supporter pack, which concludes the weapon effect and also the portal effect. So this time around, no armor set, no back attachment, but it seems like that these two work pretty much well together. So let's take a look at the portal set. This is this Darkseer, and the Darkseer weapon effect could be this one. So we have some triangle things here and some weird glowing in the backside. Personal opinion, I think I like the other one more. This one from the Elite Fateweaver, at least from the Fateweaver set. This one is, it looks like caramel, something like molten sugar, right? So I don't know. Like, let's take a look at the portal effect. So let's just pick up a map here. Just like any kind of map that I have a ton of, like cemetery map or something. Let me take a look. It reminds me of the, what was it? Wait a second, portal effects. It's pretty similar to the green one we had with the mystery boxes, so they definitely took here the Harlequin portal effect. So that was basically the first time I saw this kind of crystal, so this is just like another type of form. But it looks actually pretty cool, to be honest. There is no lag coming here, like, I just have to give you my real opinion here, right? Some MTXs on the portals, it starts lagging when you open them. I don't know if it's because it's my PC so shit, or just like poorly coded, or just too much effects going on. But this one was actually pretty smooth in the opening, so probably just a fail on my PC, I would say. Oh wait, I should probably not run around with this kind of character in this map, but we're just gonna take a look at the cool effect here. Hey, we are actually doing damage. Wait, I have no flask. Okay, well, let me get out of here. We don't have portal scrolls, which is also bad, so let's just jump back, go back to safety in our hideout. And yeah, this is the portal effect. It looks actually pretty cool, especially because of all this triangle and shape forms here in the dark side. And since Delirium will be all about this mist and dark things, I think this MTX could look pretty well in the mist as well. Because there are certain zones that are dark and like cloudy and stuff where your MTX looks different. For example, a breach. If you're opening a breach, there is some color correction filter basically, so your MTX looks a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to test this kind of MTX in the new Delirium once you enter the mirror and then open a breach, so your character will probably look like a little bit more fancy than the current style. Good. Next on the list is the Elder Darkseer, so we get everything from above, like always, with the portrait frame, the points, and so on. And we're also gonna get the Elite Darkseer armor pack. So let's take a look how that one looks like. So we're gonna open this one up again, and oh god, there is too many MTX. Look at this. Oof. Yeah, I minimum spend like $100 already on this MTX. So, Darkseer effect. So, armor skin. That looks like big shoulders here. So, we have the gloves here, the helmet, the portal effect, and the weapon effect. So, that's basically it. No wings, sadly. But yeah, I mean, I was actually hoping for a little bit more stuff here, because the upper one here is like big and a lot of detail here. This one looks a little bit boring, I would say. I mean, to be honest, a big thing comes here from the back attachment, because without the back attachment, this one would look like kind of boring as well. So I would say we're gonna choose it up with some good old, probably the black cloak here, or maybe even this. I don't like this when there is two different colors of gray, basically, right? So maybe some Void Wings would fit this one pretty well, or Demon King, actually. Not too happy with that one, so let's scroll down. What do we have? I would probably say the Void Wings. The Void Wings are one of the best looking wings in the game by far. I don't know why it is. I'm not really into let's skip that topic, okay? But still, these wings here look really good on almost every single dark-ish armor pack. So if we're gonna add like some kind of celestial character effect to round it up, probably, so everything shines a little bit more purple and like a little bit more magic, I think that looks like pretty good. So what else could we adjust here? I was actually I don't know, dude. Like, when I saw the supporter packs, I was like, okay, I'm definitely, I mean, I'm gonna buy both anyways. I'm like collecting supporter packs. But I thought that the Darkseer looks super good, and the Fateweaver is like, it's okay, okay? But now seeing it in-game and running around with it, I kind of have to say that the Fateweaver looks better. I mean, probably it's because of the back attachment here. We could probably mix them up a little bit, but that would probably not look that great. Let me see. There is too many MTX. So let's just add some Demon King style here. This one, that one, probably this one. Nah, not really. I need to take my time. Once I will do the next, like, kind of dark-ish character in terms of the MTXs and so on. What we're gonna apply here, because I cannot really do an MTX setup within, like, 10 seconds, like this, because then my characters would all look like the same, I would assume. So let's take the bigger swords here. Maybe there is another weapon glitch here. Is there another weapon glitch? That would be fun. No, there is not, because I don't know if they fixed it, but if you take the Dark Prison weapon and apply the, I think it was the Judicator. Oh, it seems like they fixed that one. Because there was a nice bug where you had some laser swords running around here. I had this on stream quite often, and people were always like wondering, why do I have like laser swords? There was a pixel off, so it seemed like my weapons are like halfway screen here. That looked actually pretty fantastic here. So let's go back to the actual supporter pack, and I probably cannot even find it. Oh, Darkseer, there we go. So this is like the mix now, so we're gonna weapon swap back and forth. So the new MTX applies here. So now with the Seraph sword, it looks like a little bit better here. I don't know, it's, you know, they always say like size doesn't matter, right? But to be honest, like if you have like this kind of size and then you have that kind of size and you're like, holy shit, that's a big one, Exile, you know? It looks just better. I mean, I would say if you're like, I can really recommend these Seraph swords. They were in like sale for quite some time, so you got them pretty cheap. So they are back 180, which is kind of expensive, right? But you could buy it with the points of the supporter pack, just a little tip. Because these swords is what I use on almost every single MTX setup, just because they are so massive and huge, and with the weapon effect, they just have like some really nice glow and shine everywhere. Good. So, I think that's about it about the video here with the showcase. I hope if you say like, okay, I would be interested in buying a supporter pack, I personally think the Fateweaver looks pretty goddamn good. The portal effect looks actually pretty good as well on the Fateweaver, because they both have some orange type here. And other than that, I mean, I personally think there is so many dark supporter packs already. If I browse through my list, right, we have like the Sentinel over that looks actually better as the Darkseer here. Then we have a lot of other dark themed cloaks and chest armors, and this one, and the Elder Body armor, and yeah, there's like so many blackish things. So I would really appreciate if GGG goes out and makes some other colors, basically. I mean, there are some really fantastic ones like green or red, or from the last pack, the white ones, but I would really like to see like a little bit more color. I mean, I like those dark MTXs, right? But at some point, there's just too many. You know, there's just too many that are like darkish looking, so I would really appreciate that for future MTX sets. Okay, guys, I hope this helps you with your decision of what MTX supporter pack you should go for. And I would just say again, right, you pay $60, you get 550 points. So you're basically, the 550 points you can spend in the shop, it's the same as you would buy 3 times 20, so you get 600. So you basically, for the whole package here, you pay 50 points, which is $5, and the rest is going to be on your store and available. So I would definitely say it's worth it going for supporter packs. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.